don't mind my hair. Did my best to wash it, and it looks way better than it did a day ago, but still it's a bit disheveled. If you're new to my channel, hello and welcome. My name is Mallory. If you'd like to become one of my pals, it's super simple. Hit the subscribe button down below, ring the bell so you don't miss out on future videos. If you are a returning pal, welcome back. My heart rate's going down. It's now at 88. It was at 102, at one point 110. I grabbed a bunch of stuff, like toilet paper, because I was running low, a box of Kind bars, I had Tylenol, I had like all this stuff, and I thought I brought it all to my room, and then I couldn't find my Kind bars, and I need to have like snacks nearby me throughout the night. And so I thought I left them in my mom's room, so I walked all the way over back to her room to look, and I didn't see them. So it's kind of like, where did they go? And then I looked under one of my blankets on my bed, and there they were. So hair update. Like, when I hold this, I'm hardly holding on to any hair. Like, that's not a lot of hair. There's more hair on this side of my head, and it looks like it could really be washed again, but we're not going to spend forever talking about my hair. Just wanted to share. Hey, don't know if I mentioned this in a video, but I caved in and got me a Stanley Quencher tumbler, and I may or may not decorate it. And I will say I've had it spilled on me twice while I was laying in bed, and I think it's because like I filled this thing to the top, so like water was kind of leaking out, so take that for what you will. But I love the handle on this thing. I love that it keeps my water cold and even colder with ice. So I went on Amazon and I ordered one of those ice cube molds. They're like silicone, like that's specifically, well, technically marketed for like whiskey. Like, you know, whiskey is like a giant ass ice cube and then a little bit of whiskey. And like our freezer is so small that there's not a lot of space for like big fun like ice trays, and so I either could have gone with a rose, but I wasn't loving the way it was looking. Like, I've seen a rose ice mold that someone I follow, Steph Pappas on YouTube, and like she would use in her iced coffee, and it looked like so adorable, like seeing the tip of the rose like in the coffee. But this is just water, and it's about what is this thing called? It's called a tumbler. And it keeps the water a lot colder to have ice in it, and the ice lasts for like 2 days. So I figured like a giant like round ice cube would like really do the trick. So cheers. I don't know if I meant, like, I know I filmed a video kind of being like, hi, I've disappeared, but not really, because I'm on Instagram a lot. Description down below. If you know, you know. I'm just kind of reintroducing myself to all of my pals, and properly, hopefully, introducing myself to all the new people who have joined the friendship circle. Is this all cringy and weird? Maybe. If y'all can think of better words, terms, etc., I'm down. I'm game. But in the month of March, I almost passed out 3 times And then last night I almost passed out again. Once was in a doctor's office, the others were in my own condo, and twice was in the bathroom. So, not a place you want to feel like you're gonna like, whoo. And my head hurts, hence why I was carrying around Tylenol. I took some Tylenol for my headache. I'm hoping it'll kick in and work. Drinking plenty of fluids. And trying everything that I can to feel somewhat okay and somewhat normal, because I don't feel okay or normal. And for some of you that might be old news, but it is what it is. My hair is falling out, so I'm like looking everywhere, and I'm like, my hair is here, all over the place. Very much distracted these days. So yeah, anyways, I do want to spend like a lot of time working on my website, awakeningbutterfly.com. And I'm working a bit on my Awakening Butterfly YouTube channel. That is my second channel. That may or may not be linked below in the description box. If it's not, let me know, because I'd like it to be, so y'all can go check it out. Later this afternoon, or like 3 o'clock-ish, I have a doctor's appointment, and it's a virtual one. Why am I crossing my fingers? Thumbs up for me. It's a virtual appointment. I will be in a virtual waiting room, but you know, at least I get to like veg out on my couch or just sit comfortably at my kitchen table or wherever, you know, and be cozy until the doctor comes on the screen, because it's like a video chat thing. I may or may not have to download an app. I don't know, but if I do, I hope it's an app I already have. Because I don't want to be late. I don't want to miss this appointment. Like, it's so important to me because of my new symptoms and stuff. I think I might have talked to you about possibly working with a POTS coach. I'm still mulling that one over. Like, part of me wants to like sign up and like go ahead and do it, but part of me is like, I'm not quite ready yet, in the sense that like I haven't been feeling very well, and like my body is just like ugh. And so I figured I would have this appointment with this doctor, talk to her some more, and like hopefully get a lot of answers, and like think of any good questions that I want to ask her. Like something I started questioning was, one of my medications does have the ability to lower one's blood pressure, and so I do take a medication in the morning to help with low blood pressure, sodium and water retention in my body. And I take like half, it's a beta blocker, and I take half a pill in the morning and then the other half at night. And while I'm not taking like, you know, a giant like, you know, enormous like pill or anything, I'm starting to question if the nighttime dose is affecting me and affecting my blood pressure, and that's what's making me like feel like I'm gonna pass out and lose consciousness at least once. I really thought like, okay, I'm like call for help. So I'll keep you all updated after the appointment. Clearly it's, I don't even know, what time is it? Oh, it's 12:12. Hey, oh. My heart rate's down to 77 beats per minute because I'm sitting here chilling with you. But should I stand up and start moving around, it'll quickly skyrocket. And then once I'm back in my bed, it'll go down again. But anyways, wanted to keep y'all in the loop, because I just want to feel better, and I want to feel like I can do more, and sometimes you gotta give yourself a little tough love. And I'm like, listen, you were working out, albeit from your bed, like, which isn't always easy depending on like what the exercise was. So I definitely had to modify things for more than one reason. Because, you know, a mattress, unless it's like firm and hard as a rock, like there's gonna be a little bit of like moving around. So I'm either gonna try something that's just like an ab workout, that's pretty easy in bed. But if I'm gonna do something like full body Pilates type of video or something, then I most likely will try, pardon me, to make sure I've like cleared the runway, cleared a space on the floor in my bedroom, and I can put a yoga mat down. So this way I can, what can I do? I can work out on the yoga mat and like not have any issues. But I think it's, you know, important to like slow to start, you know. And I'm hoping to get back into the gym this week. We'll see what happens. My mom ran into one of our neighbors, and she's like, because I couldn't make it to Aquafit. I just have, my hormones are like insane. They're like taking over. Not in a good way. And it's been causing all sorts of like issues and problems. And so I really wasn't feeling well. And so I didn't go to Aquafit, but my neighbor did. And my trainer, he was like, we need to get Mallory back into the gym. And so I think she was a nurse. My brain fog has like really, like, I don't know, it's returned, and I feel like it's maybe even worse than it was in the first place. And I don't know why that is. I'm hoping this doctor will have a clue. But I think there's some medical background with this neighbor. And so she was trying to explain to my trainer, like, you know, some days are good, some days are not good, you know, I don't know. Like, she was just trying to help him have a better understanding of my condition to the best of her knowledge, which I do appreciate, because sometimes he's like on the money with things, and other times I'm like, ooh, no, it's not quite like that, it's more like this. So anyways, it's getting kind of long. I'll end it. I'm not gonna end it, but I'm gonna do some stuff, and then put myself to bed, and hopefully I get a good night's rest. And then the next time you see me, it'll be after my appointment, and I'll be filling you in. Or do I make that a separate video? Maybe I make that a separate video. So real quick, if I may, this is a book I've been going through on my Light and Love Facebook group. So if that's something that you're intrigued with and you want to check it out and you want to join my Light and Love Facebook group, you're more than welcome. I have 3 Facebook groups, and you're always invited to join. So I'm going to share from that book in there. And then I think that's it for me in this closet. And then I'm going to go back. I'm going to get cozy in my bed and finish the extended edition of the... Am I on the 2nd or 3rd Lord of the Rings movie? It's the one with like the 2 towers. If you know anything about Lord of the Rings, you can comment below. If it doesn't feel it, I can always Google it, of course. And if it doesn't feel like the end, like, one thing I've been enjoying about these movies, the Lord of the Rings movies, is like, you watch the Lord of the Rings, the Fellowship of the Rings, right? It ends. Then was it the Lord of the Rings, the War of something or other? Maybe I am on the 3rd one. But anyways, like, as you go to watch the next movie, it immediately, practically, like, immediately picks up where, like, the last one left off. And so, like, the story continues. And even though I've seen the movies, I still plan on at some point listening to the audiobooks, because they go into like great detail, and sometimes, you know, you get more out of a book than a movie, but also I like the visual of a movie. I started listening to The Hobbit, and then I ended up watching all 3 of those movies because, and if you know the answers, always, correct me down below in the comment section if I say something that is incorrect. But from my understanding, The Hobbit was a prequel, if I'm saying that correctly, to The Lord of the Rings. Like, The Lord of the Rings was the sequel to The Hobbit, and so I wanted to watch the movies in that order, even though I think the Hobbit movies, because there are 3, because the book is that big, I think they came out after the Lord of the Rings movies, but I could be dead wrong, and I'm owning up to that. Fact check me, like, let me know down below. And I am still, even though I saw all the movies, I'm still listening to the audiobook. Because it's just nice. Sometimes and maybe if you have anxiety, you can relate, or like you need a distraction, and sometimes it's not the best to be alone with your thoughts when you're like dealing with mental health stuff. And so having something on in the background, whether it's music, an audiobook, a podcast, like whatever it is, can be extremely helpful. And so right now, like, my background noise, if it isn't music, it's The Hobbit. So, and I also have another book, audiobook. I bought a CD that was from, like, I don't really have a CD player, and it's about like the Lord of the Rings and Catholicism. And so I found an audiobook that, ooh, look at that like addresses like the philosophical, biblical stuff from Lord of the Rings, and I like to dive deep into things like that. So with all that said, I need to like get better, because it's been 15 months now, I think my mom figured. And we can't quite tell if I'm backsliding. I mean, I am a little bit, but am I worse than I was when this all started back in January? I don't know if she meant of this year or last year, or like, where am I in my healing journey? What do I need to do? How am I self-sabotaging myself? So many questions, hopefully answers to them, and a plan to put into place, and just keep on keeping on. So anyways, if you enjoyed this video and you want to see how my doctor's appointment goes, you can give this video a thumbs up and subscribe, ring the bell, turn on all your post notifications so you don't miss out when that one gets uploaded. And in the meantime, if you have any comments, questions, suggestions for future videos on this channel, you can leave those in the comment section down below. If you want to check out my second channel and tell me what you want to see over there, feel free to share. Check out the description box for social media and some other things if you so desire to, I don't know, want to say hello or follow me or whatever. And with that, thank you for being here and for all your love and support and for watching. And until next time, keep it quirky.